Hey everyone, it's me. I've been wanting to talk about someone who is now infamous in the Vyond community, and that's Kenny Animate, now known as Felino or Felivian, and Sorcerer Animate. Many people are familiar with this user, but if you're not, Felino is a well-known figure in the Vyond community. He creates Vyond-related content, as seen on his YouTube channel. However, his most consistent content is that he is often embroiled in drama and controversy, which is also evident on his second channel. He's been infamous for numerous reasons in this community, and now, a lot has been going on surrounding him. I will go over and show how Kenny is hated in the Vyond community. But before I go to the current ones, which I will go over soon, I want to discuss what happened years ago, when Kenny slandered someone and left the internet. The first one to start is the IndigoRiley stuff, which happened very early in 2023. If you don't know what happened, there was a controversy surrounding Riley. The main player in this is Kenny himself, as well as getting 3 people involved in the situation. Additionally, I want to inform you and confirm that the 3 Felino roped in all stated they no longer associate with or stand by what Kenny has done, as they were manipulated. Back on topic, Felino attacked Riley for shipping himself with a Loud House character, Lin Loud. Felino's reason is that Riley is a pedophile for making that ship, and according to him, he said there was a 3-year age gap, which to him indicates a red flag, saying that Riley is nearly 17, and Lin Loud is 13 at the time when the ship was made, making this to him nearly a 4-year age gap. However, you people need to know that Kenny's reasoning against Riley is just unreasonable. I'll explain why. I checked one of Riley's earlier videos and found his third video, uploaded on January 2, 2020, where he, and I quote, starting to hate Lin Loud when this was made. And I would also point out his reasoning on the second sentence. He said he will stop shipping himself with Lin Loud for good. Unfortunately, Kenny didn't care about it, nor the fact that Riley is a minor at this time, since he is 16. What happened soon after this buckle was that Kenny succeeded in making Riley leave the internet altogether, having no way to respond. At the same time, I may not condone this type of self-shipping he made. And even if you dislike Riley, the way Kenny set this up against him is pitiful and malicious to someone based on what they did as a minor. I also wanted to tell you that Kenny is so molded with the 3-year age gap, as he has a track record of treating age gaps less than a 4 to 5 age gap as pedophilia. Saying 3-year gap is pedophilia to anyone who disagrees with him, even sources like DSM-5. Called a 15-year-old a kidophile with a redundant claim to say against a 15-year-old. This is a bit of a tangent, but how he did it is ridiculous. To this very day, he still thinks that the 3-year gap is pedophilia and had zero shame for what he did to Riley. Not even a single guilt.
All you people care about is worrying about the past instead of focusing on what's right.
Now, we're in the part of Kenny's or Felino's behavior on Discord. I want to focus on how he confronts people he doesn't like, both on Discord and on YouTube itself. If you're against him or support someone he dislikes, you will be placed in a group chat with him and his friends, allowing them to harass you and sometimes threaten and dox you. Not kidding, this happened to numerous people on there over reasons beyond me. The video I showed you is a good example of how they operate against people they don't like. That's not the first time he's done this to that person, he has done this to a lot of people online. Harassing these people with him and his friends to overpower the individual and make them feel guilty. It's not a confrontation at all. It's just a clown fest to make the individual look guilty, as they want to paint them. The message is being sent. Everything down. It's ridiculous. And sadly, this is a recurring issue for these individuals to attack others in this manner. And speaking of confronting, it got so bad that Kenny himself is also confronted in a call, and, well, as much as Kenny got a taste of what it's like being confronted by multiple people, I will play it because it speaks for itself, mainly for Kenny, to say the least.
Bro, go on the treadmill, come on, hit the gym. Go to the treadmill.
Bro, you're saying
Hit the
that-
gym.
Why do you
Bro, you're
want?
saying that. Meanwhile, you're like anorexic in real life. You probably can't.
Hit the gym.
You probably can't lift
Why
5
do you want
pounds.
X? Why do you want X?
Oh really? I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
lift
bro.
5 pounds. I
No, bro.
lifted 75 before.
Wow.
Whoa, bro.
Wow.
Which lift did you lift that 75 with?
Whoa.
What?
What lift did you?
Really, I didn't hear you. What?
What lift did you lift 75 with?
Bro, I used my arms.
21X
Yeah.
59
Yeah.
is cleaner.
This lying out of his ass.
Racist.
75-pound bench press?
Racist.
Okay.
Like what? A
So-
bench press, a squat, a deadlift, dumbbells, or what?
Okay.
Candy, bro. Bro, what did you lift? What did you lift?
What lift did you do? What lift did
Just
you
shut
Did you
up.
bench
What are
press? Did you
you?
lift weight? Did you lift
You don't
dumbbells,
lift. You don't even lift weight. You just say that to make. You just say that to look tough.
Dude says you.
Bro, you
Bro's projecting.
75 pounds.
You're projecting.
Well, that was something for sure. Recently, Kenny has been experiencing a downward spiral here and out. Now we're in the more recent part of Kenny's behavior. That's the part where Kenny went insane. A few months ago, Kenny became increasingly authoritarian towards people who opposed him, calling them pedophiles without a need for evidence at everyone, especially people like Winter, Red Ball, and everyone else Kenny has thrown at, because he wants to be proven as righteous to everyone around him. As we go back to the screenshot, it's astounding to me because I have never seen someone who decided to use that word against so many people, calling his haters pedophiles just because they hate him. And I like to add that he created a group called the LBE, which stands for Loyal Bravian Empire. That group was created by Kenny or Felino himself to benefit the Vyond community. However, the group Kenny operates with is flawed and follows a similar pattern, such as Kenny using people to do his work for him, expecting people to be primarily on his side, and silencing others who speak up against him. He also used children to do the work for him. Not making that up because he wants these kids to help and team up, and if you resist, not wanting to participate in any of Kenny's assistance, you'll also deal with Kenny's grievance of begging to help him, and worse, later deal with being dragged in a group chat where he and his friends berate you. What I mean by all of this is that he went insane and became vindictive to people. I also found Google Slides to prove that. There's a lot in the slides, but I will show the prominent one, which was Galaxy Octavia. In Galaxy Octavia's experience with him, Felino dragged him into a group chat with him and his friends, where they were gaslighting him to make Kenny perfectly innocent and make him look worse. Later on, Kenny and he got into another argument. With only him pushing pressure against him, he nearly had a heart attack because of what Felino put him through. Now, reading all of this reveals how Felino and his group interact with people he dislikes. Galaxy's experience explains what is happening inside Discord and their approach to treating others in group chats. It's time to discuss the bigger accusations being brought against Felino. Recently, Winter made a post where Kenny is grooming a minor into joining his inner circle, making him feel very uncomfortable for what Felino is saying in front of him with a smile during the conversation. That conversation is indeed egregious to be talking to a child like that, especially getting the child to engage in things Felino happens to like. Now we go over Felino's behavior to someone named StefieB. StefieB's experience with Kenny, while not a minor, showed one of those screenshots. Felino has been talking weirdly to Stefie with the furry stuff, making her, again, uncomfortable and forcing her to be a part of the furry club. Not to mention, when she explained why Felino called her a furry, it was because of the private messages in Roblox. That's where Felino would obsess over her being one because of the items she owned, which gives us an answer to why Felino's weird obsession with her is evident. Why Felino talks to her, and how he talks to her like that is creepy, as it proves Felino is a creep.
Like, I feel like I'm in hell. Why? Why is this happening?
Where can I add from this section? Felino, aka Kenny, has done so much damage in the Vyond community. The damage he has put upon the people he hates is inevitable. slandering so many people, involving beefs with people online, and causing this mess all by himself, without acknowledging his actions. I believe Felino should leave the internet for a long time, deleting his social media altogether, because he destroyed every single part of his reputation. And now it's dusted. And I don't think he can ever come back to have a platform. Also, while writing down, I noticed that Felino did apologize. But he only apologized when he admitted himself to be a proud Islamophobe. To me personally, this apology is incomplete. None of the others he did are mentioned and addressed anywhere in this post. That shouldn't be the focus. Now, thank you for watching. This took quite a while to make. Seeing this situation has evolved dramatically. Now then, see you later.